When a big bill is due and you don't have it, you know the feeling. That envelope on the counter, the one you keep moving from one pile to the other, the bill that's due, and the money that just isn't there. Your stomach kind of drops, right? You do the math in your head and still it doesn't add up. I've been there more than once. And if you're there right now, I want you to take one breath with me because you are not in the trouble your mind is telling you you're in. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through exactly what to do when a big bill is due and you don't have it. Not someday, today. We're going to figure out which bill actually matters first, who you can call, and where the help is that most folks don't even know is sitting there. Here's the first thing, and I mean before you pay a single dollar. Do not pay the loudest bill first, the one that's calling and texting and making you feel the worst, the one that can't actually hurt you. So before you move any money, we stop and we sort. Let me show you how. Think about your bills like this. You could lose something that really matters: the roof, the heat, the water, the car you get to work in, the credit cards, the old store card, that medical bill. They'll fuss, they'll call, but they cannot take your home this week. They just can't. So the order goes like this. First, your housing, rent, or the mortgage. You keep the roof. Second, your utilities, the heat, the lights, the water, enough to keep them on. Third, food, and any medicine you need to stay well. Fourth, the car, if you need it to get to work. And everything else, the credit cards, the rest of it, it waits. I know that feels backwards. We're all raised to pay everybody, be good, don't let anybody down. But when there's not enough to go around, you protect the essentials first every time. That's not you being irresponsible. That's you being the captain of a ship in a storm. Now the part that feels the scariest and honestly does the most good. You pick up the phone and you call them before the bill is even late. The power company, the landlord, the hospital billing office, and you say something simple. I want to pay you. I'm having a hard month. What can we work out? That's it. You don't have to explain your whole life. Because here's what most people don't know. These companies have programs sitting right there. Payment arrangements, hardship plans, a later due date. They would rather get a simple letter from you than nothing from you at all. That's just business. And this part matters. Asking for a payment plan on your utilities. It does not show up on your credit. So that fear that's been stopping you, you can set it down. I remember the first time I made one of those calls. I sat there with the phone in my hand for probably 20 minutes, just dreading it. Sure, they'd be mean. Sure, they'd say no. And the woman on the other end, she was kind. She actually cared. She clearly done this 100 times that day. You're not the only one asking. 10 minutes later, I had a new due date, and I felt like I could breathe for the first time in a week. All that dread for a 10-minute phone call that actually helped. Now let me hand you the thing I wish somebody had handed me years ago. There's a phone number you just dial, 211. It's free and nobody's judging you. And the real person helps you find help right in your own town. Rent help, utility help, food pantries, all of it within reach. 211. Write it on the fridge. There's also help out there just for your heat and electric. Some folks call it LEAP. LIHEAP. If you're on a tight budget, you may very well qualify. A lot of families like ours do. It's worth the phone call to find out. And the utility companies themselves have hardship funds. And so do groups like the Salvation Army that can help cover a past due bill. This help is real. It's already there. It's already paid for. It is waiting on you to raise your hand. There is no shame in it, none. That is exactly what it's there for. And if the big bill that's scaring you is a medical one, hear me on this. Medical bills are the most bendable bills there are. That number on the paper is not the final number. It just isn't. You can call the hospital and ask for their financial assistance. Some places call it charity care. A lot of families get part of it, sometimes all of it, wiped away, just for asking and filling out a form. And if you don't qualify for that, you ask for a payment plan. $10 a month, 20. A hospital will almost always take care of it, and a decent one won't charge you interest. But whatever you do, don't move a medical bill onto a credit card just to make it disappear. The second it's on that card, it turns into a real debt with real interest. A medical bill is soft. It bends. Keep it that way. Let me make this real. It's the 3rd of the month. Rent is $900, and you've got $600 to your name. That's it. The electric bill is $180, and it's got a shut-off notice on it. The car payment is $240, and 3 credit cards are lighting up your phone. Old you, panic you, might throw that whole $600 at the credit cards just to make the noise stop. But not now. Now you know better. So the roof comes first. You call the landlord. I've got 600 of the 9. Can I bring the rest on the 15th? Most of the time they'll work with you. But you have to ask for this. Just give them a call. The electric that shut off notice has teeth. So you call the power company, set up a payment arrangement, and you dial 211 about that energy help. Maybe you send $40 today in good faith. The car, if you truly need it for work, you call and ask for a little grace this month. and those 3 credit cards. They'll wait, they'll fuss, but nobody is losing the house over them tonight. You see what we just did? Same $600, just instead of it just disappearing, it went and protected the things that keep your family safe. That's the whole game. It's not more money, it's your money. Do the right jobs in the right order. 2 quick things to steer clear of. Don't reach for one of those fast payday loans to plug the hole. That's like bailing water into the boat. It feels like help for about a week, and then it pulls you right under, and you don't hide from it. I know that urge. Let the phone go to voicemail. Don't open the mail. But the bill doesn't get smaller. In the dark, it just gets scarier. The minute you turn and face it, it starts to shrink. Now here's the part I really want you to hear. If you're the one moving that envelope from pile to pile, I don't think you're bad with money. I think you got handed a hard hand and you've been playing it every single day. There's a difference between being behind and being buried. And most of the time, you're not buried. You just needed somebody to sit down at the table with you and help you sort it out. Money trouble has a way of making you feel like you failed some test that everybody else passed. But most folks, they're one big bill away from this exact same night. They just don't talk about it. So let's be the ones who talk about it. You make the best of the hand you've been dealt. And to me, it's not a sad thing. That's strength. So if today was one of those days, I hope you can breathe just a little easier now. You've got an order to follow. You've got a number to call. And you've got somebody in your corner. Do one thing tonight, just one. Make one phone call or write 211 on the fridge. One small step. That's enough for today. And if you would, tell me down in the comments which bill is the one that keeps you up at night. You'll not only be the only one. Somebody scrolling by is gonna feel a little less alone because you said it out loud. We're figuring this out together, one hard month at a time. I'm really glad you're here, and I mean that. I'll see you next time.